Hello viewers, today we'll be looking at how to draw a frequency polygon to represent group data, and from the frequency polygon we're going to interpret a few information to answer a few questions. A frequency polygon is another way of representing data graphically. Now let's observe the frequency table below. Now the frequency table below represents the scores obtained by a set of students in a shooting contest. Now, in order for us to find the points that we need to plot the frequency polygon, we need to find the midpoint of each class interval because it is a group frequency table. Therefore, we need to draw another column and label it midpoints. I recommend that you guys draw a different frequency table so that you can have the scores beside the midpoints. For example, so this is an example of how you can actually do it. Instead of putting it beside of the frequency, we can put it in the middle where it's beside the scores. To find the mid intervals, we add the upper class boundary with the lower class boundary and divide it by 2. So for example, the first class interval in the table is 1 to 10. So the upper class interval is 10.5 and the lower class interval is 0.5. So we divide this by 2, which is 11 divided by 2. So our answer here is 5.5. So the first midpoint that we find is 5.5. Now we continue the same procedure for the rest of the intervals. So the next one is going to be 20.5 plus 10.5 divided by 2, which is equal to 31 over 2, which is equal to 15.5. And the next one here is going to be 25.5, then we have 30.5, 45.5. Now, as soon as you find the first 3-4 midpoints, you'll see that they follow a pattern, and here we can see that the difference between them is 10. They're actually going up by 10. So here we know that the next one will be 55.5, then we have 65.5, 75.5, then we have 85.5, and the final one is 95.5. So now that we have the midpoints, we can go now and plot our frequency polygon using the midpoints for X and the frequency for Y on the graph sheet. Now we have to label our axes. On the X-axis, we're going to represent our scores, and on the Y-axis, we're going to represent our frequency. Now for the scores, remember that we're going to use the midpoints or the mid intervals. So for the first one, it's going to be 5.5, then 15.5, 25.5, then we continue until we have all of the intervals. On the y-axis, we're going to use 1 centimeters to represent 1 unit. No, let's see if we can just go up to 9. Alright, so all we need to do now is to plot the points. So 5.5, we're going up to 1. 15.5, we're going up to 2. Then 25.5, we're going up to 3. Then we're going up to 5. Then we go up to 6. Then we go straight up to 8. And for 65.5, we go up to 7. 75.5, we go up to 4. 85.5, we go up to 3. And 95.5, we go up to 1. We need to draw a line connecting all of these points. Now, when we draw a line connecting all of these points, because it's a polygon, it has to be closed. So we need to go to draw a line to connect it straight to the x-axis, because we need to take it straight down to 0 because it has to be closed. This is what our polygon should look like. From the frequency polygon, we can estimate the modal score, which a modal score is the highest frequency. And here we see that our highest frequency is 8. So we can go across until we meet the curve. Then we go straight down, and then we'll get our modal score. So our modal score would be 55.5. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next session.